Forgive me for repeating myself. So sit either cross-legged, or you can sit on your, if you find sitting cross-legged hard, you can always just bend your knees and sit on a cushion, or you can sit on your heels. Entirely up to you. Just don't want to create any tension anywhere in the body. So try and prop yourself up as much as you can. And if you are seated, sometimes it's quite nice to lean against something. And we're going to try a little bit of alternate nostril breathing, which I think some of you may have done with me. So your right hand comes to your face. If you've got a cold, don't do this. If you're slightly stuffy, you might find that it helps clear your nostrils. But you bring your right hand up to your face. The first two fingers just rest on in between your eyebrows. Your thumb hovers over your right nostril and your ring finger hovers over your left nostril. And when you close it off, you don't like push your nose, you're just gently closing one nostril off to inhale and exhale out of. So we start off by closing off the left nostril. You inhale in through the right, you close off the right, and you exhale out through the left. And then you inhale in, close off the left, open up the right. So we'll just, we'll try and do it for a count of 4 seconds in and 4 seconds out. Don't feel panicked if you can only do 2 seconds in and 2 seconds out. The idea is that we're just trying to create that balanced breathing, so it affects both sides of our brains. So exhale all of your air out, get yourself into a nice position. And like I say, if it's the 4 seconds is too much, then just count your breath, so you're trying to do an even inhale and an even exhale. So exhale all of your breath out, and then you're going to close off the left nostril nice and gently, and then take an inhale in through the right. Close off the right, open the left, exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Close off, open the right, exhale out through the right. Inhale in through the right, close off the right, open the left, exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left, close off, open the right, exhale out through the right. Keep it going if you can, find your own little rhythm, inhaling, close off, open, exhaling. Inhale in through that same nostril. Close off. Open the right. Inhale in. Just check that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Close off the right. Open the left. Exhale out through the left. You might be at a different stage. Don't worry. Inhale in. Close off, open the right, exhale out. Then relax your hand into your lap. Inhale in through both nostrils. And exhale out through both nostrils. Super slow. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Just find your own natural rhythm. So as you bring that awareness and attention to your breath, just notice if you're shallow breathing, you're going to be creating a lot of anxiety and tension. So by slowing our breath down, we just slow everything else down, our heart rate, calm ourselves down. So that's quite a nice practice to do at any point when you're feeling slightly agitated or stressed, whether you're sitting in traffic, not that any of us are going anywhere at the minute, but that awareness. So we're trying to really slow that breath down. And then I just want you to bring both arms up overhead, reach up nice and tall, grab hold of that left wrist, bring it over to the right, grab hold of that right wrist, bring it over to the left, come back up to centre. You're going to gently twist round to the right, so your right hand's going to come behind you, your left hand to right knee if you can. When baby gets too big, you might just want to bring that left hand to your left knee. Try not to crank your head round, you're just twisting your torso, so your nose needs to be in line with the midline of your chest as you gently twist round. And then come round to the other side, so that left hand's resting on the floor behind you, right hand to left knee, again, you're just twisting that torso. Come back to centre. You're going to put your right hand on the floor and you're going to bring that left arm up and over. Really side stretching. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Take a nice inhale as you exhale and come back over to the right. Left arm up and over. Slowly take a breath. Exhale as you come over to the left. Right arm up and over. Come back to centre. Come onto your tabletop position, so you're on all fours. Hopefully on your mat. Bring that a little bit closer. So when you're in your tabletop position, just be conscious that you're not going to dip that pelvis down. So you don't want to be letting baby drop. You want a nice flat back. So your hips are over your knees and then your shoulders are over your wrists, and that's your tabletop position. You're just going to dip your hips a little bit down to the right, sweep your bum round, skim your heels and up to the left. So you're just circling your hips around nice and slowly. So think about that 4 seconds of inhale and 4 seconds of exhale. Focus on that. Change direction, so come round to the other side. Sweep him round. And then bring a little bit of weight into your wrists and start to circle your chest round. One direction, then the other. Move your hips as well if you want. There's literally no right or wrong. You're just gently moving your body with your breath. And then come back to that neutral spined tabletop position. You're going to bring your fingertips to the outside, so you're going to pad your wrist, pad your hands round, and you're just going to tip your weight a little bit over to the right and a little bit over to the left. So you're going to stretch your wrists. And then if you can, you're going to bring your fingertips so that they're facing your knees. And bring that weight back a little bit. Just go super gently. You're just stretching the wrists out. And then padding around like a cat. Moving that weight in your wrists to gently warm them up. And then slowly bring them all the way around to the front. Bringing that weight forward. Keeping your hips over your knees. Start to walk your hands forward to come into that puppy pose. So it's melting heart pose as well. So as you walk your hands forward, you can dip your chest down and maybe rest your head. It might not be that you're all the way down to the ground, but you'll feel that in your shoulders if they are super tight. So use your breath. Allow those exhales to sink you a little bit deeper into the mat. And conscious that you're not creating any tension anywhere else. So find what works for you and just kind of melt into that pose. Keep that breath nice and slow. And then slowly start to walk your hands back up. Bring your bottom onto your heels if you can. You can always bring a cushion underneath, or if that's too much on your knees, And you're going to interlace your hands behind your back and draw them down as if you're going to try and touch the floor to open up your shoulders. And then you're going to bring those hands to that right hip. So they're just nestling into that hip area, and you're going to drop that right ear to that right shoulder. Conscious of your breath. Try and keep it nice and slow. Bring that left ear up nice and slowly to that left shoulder. Come back to centre. Draw the hands down the centre of your back again as if you're trying to touch the floor. And then bring those hands to that left hip. So you're just nestling them in the hip. Drop that right ear nice and slowly to that right shoulder. Left ear slowly up and over to left shoulder. Might find that one side is tighter than the other. Come back up to centre, hands back down as if you're trying to reach the earth. And then release your hands. Bring your hands forward. You're going to flip your toes. Slightly widen your knees, and you're going to come onto the tips of your, onto the balls of your feet. So you're coming into your squat. And in here, if you can, bring that right hand to the floor and that triceps just on the inside of that knee. Reach that left arm up. Don't worry if your heels aren't down. And then slowly lower that left hand down. Bring that tricep to the inside of that left knee, and then reach your right arm up to the sky. So you're trying to open up your chest. And then slowly bring that hand down. Keeping your hands on the earth, start to lift your bottom up. Keep your knees nice and soft, and then curl your way all the way up. Head up last. Take an inhale as you reach your arms up over your head. Connect your palms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just check that your feet are underneath your hips. Sweep those arms up again. Take an inhale. Connect those palms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sweeping those arms up. You're going to connect those palms. You're going to keep them up there. Interlace all of your fingers, leaving your first finger and your thumb, like you're a Charlie's Angel, pointing up to the sky. Take your weight over to the right, so you can stretch that left side. Up and over to the left, stretching that right side. Come back to centre. Bringing those hands onto your hips, you're just going to circle your hips. So you might just want to widen your stance a little bit. And you're just going to literally circle your hips round in one direction, keeping your feet nice and flat. Fitting that in your hamstrings, which I am. And then change direction. So sweep it round. Back to front. Change it up again. Nice. And then come to that neutral position. Walk your feet so they're underneath your hips. Sweep your arms up overhead. Connect your palms and bring your hands to heart center. You're going to lift your right knee up. Balance on that left foot. And see if you can glide that foot back. And root it into the floor. Nice. Don't have your stance too wide if you've got pelvic pain, so you can bring that foot in just a little bit more depending on what you're dealing with. And then you're just going to drop that right knee all the way to the floor. Conscious that that left knee is not going to go over your toes. But you want to feel it in your hips a little bit if you can, so you might need to change your stance. Sweep both arms up. Grab hold of that left wrist, do a little bend over to the right. And then right wrist over to the left. coming back to centre. You're going to start to straighten that left leg. You might need to shuffle it forward and bring your hands down to the earth. So you may need cushions or something to build your hands up if you can't quite get to the floor. You're going to point your toes away from you and then draw those toes in towards your body. Try and do it with your breath. So inhale as you draw those toes in. Exhale as you point them away. One more. And then point them away. Bring that weight forward. And then you're going to flip your right toes. Lift that back knee. Reach those arms up. You can do it, bit of a balance. And then you're going to try and put some weight into that left knee and bring that right foot through to meet left foot. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Connect those palms. Exhale, hands to heart centre. Left knee up. Find that balance. I'm wobbling all over the place as well. See if you can glide that left leg back and root it onto the floor. Start to lower that left knee. Find the stance that you want. Whether you want, just make sure that knee is not going to go over your toes if you want to push your hips forward. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Grab hold of that left wrist. A little bend over to the right. Grab hold of that right wrist. A little bend over to the left. Back to centre. Start to straighten that right leg. You may need to shuffle that foot through. You're going to bring your hands to the earth if you can. Keeping that left hip over that left knee. Inhale as you draw your toes in towards your body. Exhale as you point them away. Inhale, draw them in. Exhale away. One more. Really try and push your bottom away as well when you do it, because you'll feel that in that hamstring. Bend that right knee, hands either side of that foot, tuck those left toes, lift that left foot off the ground. Nice, find your stance, bring yourself up, and then you're going to bring that left foot through to meet right foot. Nice, inhale, reach both arms up overhead, connect those palms. Exhale, hands to heart centre. You're going to come into chair. So you're going to slowly sink your bottom down as if you're sitting on that imaginary chair. Careful that you're not putting weight too much in your toes and too much in your heels. Reach your arms up past your ears if you can. If that's uncomfortable on your lower back, just keep your arms down by your side. We're going to reach our arms up. Take an inhale, exhale, sweep them back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep back. One more, keep it strong in those legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Bring those arms up overhead, you straighten those legs. Connect those palms. Bring those hands to heart centre. Draw those shoulder blades down your back, drop your shoulders. Taking your right foot back behind you, finding warrior two. So your right foot is at an angle, so the toes are at the long edge of the mat. Left knee is bent. Again, we don't want the toes, knee over the toes. And if you've got pelvic problems, you just bring your stance closer together. So when you find that warrior two position, just double check that that left heel is in line with the arch of that right foot. Bring your arms out either side. Look over that left hand. Drop your shoulders. You're going to flip that left palm up. Turn it all the way up. Slide that right hand down that right leg. And then coming over the other side, dropping that elbow onto that thigh to rest. Reach that right arm up. And we're just going to circle this right arm. So you're going to drop it down, open it up. Nice and slowly. And then change direction, so sweep it up and back. Strengthen those legs, and then windmill all the way up to that warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Come into triangle. So your left hand finds somewhere down this left leg. It could be your knee, your ankle, but your right arm, the shoulder is going to be in line with your wrist. And you're opening up your chest here. Take a nice slow inhale in. Exhale out as you bring those arms back up. Hands to your hips. Pivot your left toes so that they're on the long edge of the mat. You need to walk your feet in to reduce that wide stance. And then we're going to bring our bottoms down, coming into a squat. Drop your right elbow down, reach this left arm up. Nice, strong legs. And then come over to the left. Left elbow down, right arm up. Come back to center. Bring hands to baby. So thumb and first finger, Yoni Mudra, come down to baby. Take an inhale. Exhale out, slowly release those legs. Nice, take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to slowly lower. And then inhale, release. Pivot those toes to the short edge of your mat, so the left toes. And then you're going to bring right foot through to meet left foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, connect your palms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking your left foot back this time to find warrior two. So your front knee is bent, left leg straight, toes on that long edge of that mat. Bring your arms out by the side, drop your shoulders. Flip that right hand up, and then you're going to slide that left hand down that left leg, reach that right arm up. And then coming over to the right, resting that elbow onto that thigh. Still thinking about opening your chest, so don't curl over. It's a side stretch. And then reach that left arm up and start to circle. So sweep it round, moving that shoulder, opening up that chest, and then reverse that circle. Really good to mobilize the shoulders, and then bring those arms back to that warrior two position. Straighten your right leg, coming into your triangle. So your right hand finds somewhere on that right leg. It might be your knee. Your left arm is stacked, so that shoulder is in line with that wrist if you look up. Your hand can be anywhere down this leg. It is a side stretch. And then bring those arms up, hands to baby. So thumb and first finger, point those right toes towards the long edge of the mat. Walk your feet in if you need to reduce that stance again. Take an inhale, exhale, slowly lowering down. This time we're going to keep our legs strong in this position. You might find that you want to point your toes out if that's more comfortable than bringing those toes in. And then you're going to sweep those arms up overhead. And then exhale, cactus arms. So keep your elbows high. Back to baby. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, cactus arms out. One more, keep that strength in those legs. Breathe. Back to baby, reach those arms up. Cactus arms. Hands back to baby. Release those legs. Nice. Point your right toes towards the top edge of the mat, and then come with that left foot through to meet right foot. Arms released by your side, both feet flat, coming into your tree. So root your right foot onto the earth first. Your left foot, so your toes can either rest on the floor and your heel resting on your calf. Got to think of my anatomy there. Or you can bring your foot up. Try and avoid that pressure on that knee. As comfortable as it is, you don't want to put too much pressure on that knee. You can hold onto a wall here if you want. You can find that focus. Interlace your hands. Palms push away and up to the sky. If you're wobbling around, just bring that tree stance down a bit. Somewhere down that leg. You might have slippy leggings. And then you're going to do a little bend over to the right. Nice and controlled, lift that left leg out. And then slowly, arms by your side, left foot down. You're going to do the same on the other side. So root that left foot down. And then find that tree placement. It might be different on different sides because we all need a bit of balance in our life. So one side might be more dominant than the other. Find your centre. Oh, I'm definitely wobblier on this side, so don't watch me. You're going to interlace your hands again. Palms facing out and reach those arms up. And then a little bend over to the left. Nice and controlled. I'm going all over the place, sorry guys. Nice and controlled. Release that right leg out to the side. And then slowly bring that right foot back to meet left. Widening your stance. You're going to bend your knees as you slowly bring your hands down to the earth to come back into that squat. Now here you can practice, when we're not in class, to try and flatten your feet. So whether you put a cushion or a jumper or something underneath your bottom, to just try and practice flattening your feet and coming into that stance. It's probably easier to do it when it's there, and then you know that you're not going to fall right on your bottom. And it's good for your hips. It's a nice practice to get into. Bring those hands back in front of you. Tip that weight back into that tabletop position. So checking that your shoulders are over your wrists, hips are over your knees. Circle that right knee out to the side. Nice and slowly. And then change directions. Conscious that you're not putting all that weight in your wrists. And then kickstand that right foot out to the side. Reach those arms up. Take an inhale as you exhale. You're going to slide that right hand down. Left arm up and over. Come over to the other side, so you can either keep your hand on your hip, you can put a cushion underneath you, put the hand on the floor, reach that right arm up. So imagine you're stretching from your tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Come back up to centre, drop those hands down, sweep that right leg straight up behind you. If you can, release that left hand. Try and release it forward. If not, if you're just lifting your hand, that's absolutely fine. And then slowly bring that hand to that knee down, circle that left knee out to the side. Think about your wrists. If you're moving quickly, are you moving as quick as your breath? Try and slow it down, reverse that knee back and bring it around to the side. Then you're going to kickstand it out. Find that balance. Reach those arms up overhead. Take an inhale as you exhale. Slide that left hand down. Right arm up and over. Come over to the other side. Options are hip, floor block, and then reach that left arm up and over. Bring yourself back to center, plant your hands down, keep that leg straight, lift it up behind you. Don't dip that pelvis, keep a nice flat back. See if you can release that right arm in front of you, finding that balance. Don't hold your breath, and then slowly bring that hand to that knee down, widen your knees, sink your hips over your heels, come into your child's pose. So walk your hands forward and allow that chest to melt down. Rest in your head if you can. And bring that attention and focus back onto your breath. And really just sort of surrender into the pose. Allow your exhales to sink you deeper into the mat. Make sure there's no tension in your neck or your head. And then slowly start to walk your hands up. Draw your knees together and bring your bottom over. Sweep your legs round in front of you. So you're going to straighten that left leg. And you're going to let that right knee just drop out to the side. Depending again on your hips is how much you bring that left leg wider than your hip. Try and let that right knee be relaxed, so you might have to find that foot placement might be somewhere different to mine. This left hand will find either your foot or your ankle, or rest on your knees. You reach your right arm up and over to the side. So we're trying to create a side stretch. So rather than curling over, and don't worry, this arm does not have to meet your other hand. Then you're going to bring those arms up. You're going to bring that right hand by that right hip. Your left arm, you're going to sweep up, come onto that knee and push your hips up. Beautiful. Slowly lower that bottom down. Both feet flat. Fingertips facing your hips. You're going to come into reverse box if you feel like you can manage it. Reverse box is where you lift your hips all the way up. If you can't quite get there, baby's not going to be letting you. You're just going to be puffing your chest up. If not, you're lifting your hips and allowing your shoulders to stretch. Release any tension that's in your head. If that reverse box is not quite for you, again, you're just lifting your chest as if you're trying to bring baby in between your thighs. Remembering to breathe. Slowly lower your hips. Straighten your right leg. Bring that left foot in somewhere. It doesn't have to be touching that thigh. That side stretch on the other side. So that right hand finding somewhere to bring that left arm up and over. Really trying to allow that space in that rib cage to expand. Difficult, I know. There's a human growing inside there. And then sweep that left hand to that left hip. Try and bring that right arm up as you push your weight forward onto that left knee. Allowing that head to either drop down or look up. Slowly lower your hips down. Both feet flat, knees are bent, fingertips towards your bottom. So you're either, we're coming into reverse box again, so you're either pushing your chest through, lifting your heart up, or you're bringing your hips all the way up to the sky, relaxing your head, remembering to breathe, and then slowly lowering your hips down. Soles of your feet together. So your heels might want to be in towards your body or further away, depending again on any pelvic pain that you may have. Hands can either come underneath your calves and you're curling over this time. So we've done a lot of side stretching, or you can bring your hands just to cup your toes or rest on your ankles, draw your chin to your chest and curl over as much as you can. Really allow that neck to release as you draw that chin to your chest. If you can, try and lift out of your sit bones a little bit and fold over. So you're almost bringing baby into that diamond shape if you need a bit more space. Just relaxing into that really grounding pose, so that curling in on yourself, nurturing yourself. Slowly bringing yourself up. Bring your hands either side to support you. Both feet flat, knees are bent. And you're just going to drop your knees over to the right and turn your head to the left. So gently twist that spine. And then knees up and over to the left. Turn your head to the right. One more each side, trying to move with that breath, not hold it. And then up and over to the left. Coming back up to centre, crossing your legs if that's comfortable, or coming into a seated position that's comfortable for you. You're going to bring your right arm underneath. We're going to come to eagle arms. So right arm is underneath. You're going to try and bring that left elbow on top. If you can, you're going to find that bind, so you're twisting round. If boobs are getting in the way, you're bringing that, basically like a hug. So here, we're stretching our shoulders out. So you might want to just try and imagine you're drawing your hands away from you and lifting your elbows up as you feel that in your shoulders. Draw that chin to your chest, nice and release. Allow that exhale. Might find that you need to draw those elbows in and drop away. Everyone finds that stretch somewhere slightly different. And then release those hands. You're going to bring that right hand out to the side, thumb facing down. Bring that hand to the inside of your shoulder blades. That left elbow, just see if you can bring that hand a little bit more up towards your neck. Left arm, going to pat yourself on the back. Now you might find that you can find your fingertips, or you're going to have to hold on to your t-shirt. So you can just hold on to your top or interlink those tips of those fingers. You'll probably find that one side you can do and the other you can't. Again, you're drawing your chin down. You can keep here. If you find that stretch on one side, we'll be doing the other side anyway. Draw that chin to your chest, release that breath, lift your heart, and then slowly release. This left arm is coming underneath, if that's the other one I said, to find your eagle arms. So you're bringing that left arm, right elbow, finding that bind if you can. Nice eagle arms, everybody. And then draw those elbows up, baby. Pull the hands away from you. Draw that chin to your chest. Feeling that around your shoulders. Slow that breath down. And then gently release that bind. Left hand out, thumb facing down. That comes in between your shoulders. Bring that right hand to find that left elbow. See if you can go a little bit more. Right arm up. Is everyone finding that they can do one side and not the other? Yep. So if you can, you might find that you're linking your fingers on one side. Draw that chin to your chest, lift your heart. Do you feel that around your triceps? Slowing your breath down. And then gently release. Find yourself into your Shavasana. So get yourself nice and comfy on your mat. Or laying on your side if you are over 30 weeks. And you can either bring hands to baby. You might want your arms out to open up your chest, palms facing up if you want to receive lots of energy. It can be calming energy. And find yourself in a nice still place. So if you need to fidget or move, try and get those all out of the way now. And then find your breath. Just note it, don't have to force it. Just note the rise and fall of your chest, rise and fall of baby. Check that your face is nice and relaxed, your jaw, your neck. Your forehead, around your eyes. Slowly just start to scan your body. Make sure there's no tension anywhere. Just allow your breath to flow freely. Just noting the sensations that occur. And not worrying if your mind wanders. Just gently bring it back to your breath. Allow any thoughts or emotions to just drift away. And your breath is going to be a flow of energy throughout your body. Just be aware of the sensations, your jaw, mouth, eyes, forehead, neck, shoulders, arms, palms, chest, belly, upper and lower back, pelvis, hips, legs, feet. Welcome your entire body as a field of radiant sensation, front and back, left and right sides, inside and out. Welcome your entire body as a radiant field of sensation. Breath awareness is not only good for calming, it provides oxygen for both you and baby. It can soothe any stress and encourage well-being. Allowing you to feel a sense of surrender and acceptance. Bring your attention to your body breathing. Inhaling, belly, midsection and chest rising. Feel your entire body expanding and letting go into the surface that's supporting you. Expanding and letting go. Relaxed, grounded and at ease. Bring attention to your body breathing. Exhaling, belly, midsection and chest releasing. Your body letting go into the surface that's supporting you. Releasing, relaxing, grounded and at ease. With each exhalation, sense a gentle flow of sensation and energy moving up the back of your body, flowing along the back of your legs, back of your spine, back of your neck, and up and out through the top of your head. With each exhalation, sense a flow of sensation and energy up the back of your body as your body settles ever more deeply into the surface that's supporting you. With each inhalation, sense a gentle flow of sensation and energy travelling down the front of your body, flowing down through the top of your head, throat, chest, belly, pelvis, legs and feet. With each inhalation, sense a flow of sensation and energy travelling down the front of your body as your body settles ever more deeply into the surface that's supporting you. Notice the circulating current of sensation and energy with each inhalation, sensation and energy flowing down the front of your body, from your head to your toes with each exhalation. Sensation and energy flowing up the back of your body, from your heels to your head. Welcome and nourish the feeling of your inner resource of well-being as you continue noting your body breathing. Every cell in your body welcoming the feeling of well-being with each breath. Continue noting and experiencing this circular flow of sensation and energy with each breath. Your body settling, relaxing, grounded, at ease. Inviting in your inner resource of well-being, peace and ease feeling grounded. Being aware of the sensations of the earth beneath. Being aware of the gentle movements that baby may be creating whilst you're in this relaxed state. And remember that your breath is baby's breath, calming, soothing, and at ease. Still keeping that focus, that stillness. Allowing yourself to stay focused on your breath. On your body. With that awareness, start to bring attention to your fingers and your toes and gently move them, moving your wrists and your ankles, rotating them in one direction and then the next, allowing yourself to stretch and move as your body wants to. Keeping your eyes closed and your movement slow, bring yourself to a comfortable seated position where you can draw the crown of your head up nice and tall, lift your heart and drop your shoulders. Still keeping that focus and attention on your breath. And slowly draw your hands to baby with your thumb and your first finger meeting. Finding that mudra, connection of energies, connection with baby. Take an inhale, sweep both arms up overhead, connect your palms to seal that energy in, and then draw your hand to your heart center. May you feel safe and loved, at peace and ease. And then bring your thumbs up to that third eye, that space in between your eyebrows. Surrender yourself forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.